In nearly every county I visit on my 99 county tour, I see help wanted signs. From public schools to the Iowa National Guard, small businesses and public services everywhere are struggling to maintain their workforce. The need for essential workers isn't limited to Iowa. America is facing a shortage of teachers, doctors, construction workers, truck drivers, pilots, and even accountants. And with the Democrats' latest tax and spend spree, a shortage of accountants is something taxpayers everywhere now need to be very concerned about. The Democrats' response to the nationwide need for essential workers is to hire 87,000 new IRS agents. So what are the new IRS agents being hired to do? Audit America, of course. The Nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office says, with the supersized staff, the IRS audit rate will rise for all taxpayers, regardless of income. CBO warns it will also result in audits of innocent Americans who have paid all of their taxes and don't owe the IRS a cent. That's right, even if you paid your taxes, you still could be subjected to an unfair and costly audit by the Biden administration's army of IRS agents. Folks, Washington doesn't need any more tax collectors. It needs to simplify the tax code. If it wasn't so complicated to calculate your tax bill, it would be a lot easier to complete your return and avoid making mistakes. Ironically, hundreds of employees at the IRS itself may have willfully failed to pay their own tax bills, including tax collectors and even a criminal investigator. In total, 1,250 IRS employees were flagged for not paying their tax bills in full or on time by the Treasury Inspector General for Tax Administration. More than 300 of these were repeat offenders, yet the tax collecting agency did little to discipline the tax evaders on its very own payroll. In fact, the IRS even rehired employees who had previously been fired or resigned because they had not paid their taxes. The IRS staffers gave a variety of excuses for not paying their taxes, including forgetting to report all income or being unable to use TurboTax. Folks, we have a real problem if the IRS staff who enforce the tax law aren't paying their own taxes and can't even understand how to properly fill out their own tax forms. I've heard enough of the excuses and these Washington double standards. That is why I've asked the Inspector General to audit the IRS to ensure that the tax collectors themselves are paying the taxes they owe. And on behalf of taxpayers in Iowa and the rest of the country, I am grateful that the IG has agreed. Before Biden's army of auditors starts harassing innocent taxpayers, let's first make sure the tax collectors have paid their own taxes. No one in Iowa that I talk to is begging for more IRS auditors. But I do hear about the urgent need for more teachers and childcare workers, police officers, restaurant workers, and more. Washington should allow job creators to keep more of their own earnings, which can be put towards hiring more of the very essential workers we all rely upon. That is the help that America really wants. And while my Democratic friends are working overtime to audit Americans, you can rest assured, Republicans, we're auditing the IRS.